Hello and welcome to Solo Playhouse. Today I am playing Storyfold Wildwoods. Chapter 1, I did unbox and set up the game, and I played through the prologue, which is very much led by cards, which was pretty cool. So today I am continuing. I went through the setup of the first chapter. But what I will do is I will read out the intro to this chapter as well. So if you haven't seen, here you go. Oh, also I would say I have a membership now as well. So if you would like to join that, it is very inexpensive. You will get extra videos for members only and lots of little perks. And it will really help me out to keep making these live streams and hopefully videos as well. So please join if you feel able. Have a look at that. You can click the join tab. So we are at Addergate. So we went through the prologue, and Luma and Brom have gone into the forest to see what the devil is going on. Luma and Brom soon found themselves along a shady, snaking path. Overhead, endless rows of interlacing branches formed a crude archway. As Luma tiptoed across the mossy ground, a stale odour offended her nose, while hissing sounds echoed in the surrounding trees, caused a shiver to run down her spine. For a second, Luma thought she saw a deer prancing deeper into the forest. Maybe it needs help too. So, we have to do a couple of things. We have to pass, and that is an explore action. So we have to do an explore here. And then once we've done that, that leads to investigating. We can investigate to see this deer. And that will also be an explore action. The pass action, we have to have 2 successes because you can see 2 purple dots, and the investigate, we have to have 3. So when I successfully do this pass, we have to lose spirit by how many adders we have in the river. And at the moment, the game set up put 2 adders in the river. So it might be an idea to get rid of 1, but the only way we can remove them from the river is by healing, and at the moment that is a 6+. That's not going to work for us. The light action is just moving creatures back to the end of the river, so that we don't need to do that now. We could move the light marker, but we would only have to roll all our dice, so it seems a bit crazy to do that. We do have 2 other actions. We have search, which is a help action. Draw 3 explore cards, choose 1 to keep and discard the others. And then we that just needs 1 success. And we also have fetch. Swap the position of 2 cards in the river, excluding help. So that is a help action. So we could swap heal and light, which might be an option actually. The other thing to remember is we have Brom, who is in his protect position, and that says, actually I can show you here. Yeah. During the Luma phase, if Brom is not on the shadow discard pile, which he isn't at the moment, you may spend a crystal from any action card to light 1 creature, then flip this card. We also have a boon which was automatically drawn in the setup, and this, when we can use this at any time, re-roll any number of dice, then discard this card. So we have that option as well. So I think we could move this, swap these 2 around with a fetch. We have to get 2 successes. We have 5 dice to roll. And then we could do a heal action to get rid of one of these creatures. And we only need 1 success because you can see there's 1 of this colour, the red heal colour on the adder. And when we do heal an adder, it goes to the creature discard pile, and we get a crystal, which we can put on any card. And with crystals, we can use them to give ourselves a success. So we can only do these once. But if we don't succeed in this, so getting 2 successes at 4+, we will be able to use the bottom action, which is for each success, gain a crystal. So then we could use those crystals to put out. So I think we'll do that. We need 2 successes, so I'm going to roll 3 die. So we have to get 4 or above to do this, to be successful. Thank you, Gabrielle Mallet. Hello, hope you have a lovely game today. Rest, my darling. Okay, so I did get 2 successes. I got a 5 and a 7. So I take a location marker and I pop it on there. So I can swap, I'm using the help action, so I can swap 2 things. So I think I'm going to swap light and heal. And then once we've done that, we return the used dice and we move the action card to the end of the river and clean up the river. So this goes to the bottom and then every card moves up. So I still have 2 dice to use. So I am going to use them and I'm going to try and heal 1 creature. So I will roll these 2 dice and I need to get a 3, 1 3 or more. And I got a 6 and an 8. So that has been successful. So we will heal this adder here. So let me just make sure I do this right. Heal 1 creature, you will need to gain 1 success for each creature. If you do, discard the creature and gain the crystal shown on the creature card, placing it each on an action card of your choice. So this creature has been healed. He goes into the discard. We get 1 crystal for that. And I think I will place it on light. We can have 3 crystals on each card. So now heal goes to the bottom end of the river and all the cards move up. And I've used all my dice, so that is the end of the Luma phase. So then we go into the shadow phase. So we activate creatures from left to right. We lose spirit. If the creature is stunned, remove the stun token instead. Oh yes, light does stun the creature, so that is the other benefit. It stops them for 1 round. This adder takes 2 spirit away from us, so we move that down 2. And then we resolve the after action, so it goes to the end of the river. And as normal, we will move all the cards up. And then, as you can see here, advance the shadow marker. So this marker moves down, and there is no symbol at the moment that we need to look at that will activate. So then we go back to the Luma phase. So we get our 5 dice, and now we can go again. So I think because Explore is at the top of the river, we should try and do Pass. And we only have 1 adder, so we'll only lose 2 spirit if we are successful. We need 2 successes. So I think we will roll 3 die. So we need 3 or more. Oh, we got 2 6s and a 7. So we are successful. So we pass through this space and mark it, and we lose 2 spirit for each adder in the river. We only have 1. And then the explore card goes to the bottom of the river, and we move everything up. Now, before we can do the investigate action, we have to have our lights yes, the light marker in the middle space. So we need to get this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need 5 successes to advance that to the middle. But we don't have to do that in one. We can do it in a couple. But I could also do a help action. And I could resolve this search. We only need to get 1 success. And we draw 3 exploration cards and get to keep 1. And we have to get 1 success of 4 and above. So I think I'll try that. So I'll roll these 2 dice. Yeah, and I got a 4 and a 5, so that's fine. I got 2 successes. So we got this. So we draw 3 explore cards. 1, 2, 3. And we got 2 yeah, we got 2 Banes and 1 boon. So we're only selecting one of these cards. The boost is retrieve 2 die from the used die space, then discard this card. So we're obviously going to get that because if we took a Bane, we would lose spirit. So they get discarded. And I get to have this boost over here in our boon section. And we have completed that. So our help goes down to the bottom and everything moves up. And we've used all our cards again. Now, we can use these at any time. So that could be useful. But now we're into the shadow phase because we've used all of our dice. So in the shadow phase, the adder activates again. We lose 2 spirit, and then they go to the end of the river. And then we move up our shadow marker. So it moves up and it's with this symbol. And this symbol says, draw 1 creature card. So we do. And we have revealed a Voss on play, end of the river. So this Voss, it's not an adder, so we don't need to worry about that now, actually. So what we really need to do now is it says, after activation, enter the river, then lose a crystal. So this will take crystals from us. So I think, well, it's the start of the Luma phase, so we get our dice back. And I think we're going to try and get this light token to the center. Once I've done this, I could use my boost boon to retrieve 2 dice from the used dice space, then discard this card. And I also have hope that I can re-roll any number of dice and discard this card. So I'm going to use or I could use heal now to try and heal one of these creatures. The adder takes 1 success to heal, and Voss takes 2. No, I'm gonna do light, and I'm gonna roll all 5. Okay, so I'll just re-roll that one. So I have to get 3 or more. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 successes. 1, 2, 3, 4. But I also have a crystal on here, so I'm going to spend this crystal for another success. So we have got to the center, and we've used all 5 dice. So I'll move light to the end, and all the cards move up again. I was going to use this to retrieve 2 dice, but maybe I will. My thinking is that I could use heal to try and get rid of Voss, perhaps. Yeah, I'm going to do it. So I'm going to use my boost. When used, retrieve 2 dice from the used dice space. So I've used that. And then I'm going to heal and try and heal Voss. So I need 2 successes, so I need 3+ on both dice. Okay, so I got a 2 and a 7, so I'm going to use hope. Reroll any number of dice, then discard this card. Great, so I got 2 successes, so I've used that, which I'm using all my boons, which might not be great. So I have healed Voss. So Voss goes to the discard, and I get 1 crystal. And I will put it on Explore. So all these move up. So it is now the shadow phase. So we activate creatures. So we lose 2 spirit from the adder, and it goes to the end of the river. And then we move up, and this says draw 1 explore card. If it's a boon, discard it. If it's a bane, resolve its on-play effects. Okay. And it is a bane. On play, move each creature 1 space towards the start of the river, then discard this card. Okay, that's not too bad. So that is the end of the shadow phase, and now we go to the next Luma phase. So here we go. We can do our explore. We need 3 successes. All I need to do is roll 3 successes, so I'm going to roll all 5 die. So I've got 1, 2, 3 successes. That's what I need, so I don't need to spend that crystal. So we have done this. So we gain 2 crystals. So I will put, who knows? Let's put 2 on light, I think. Light's quite important. So this was used, so it goes to the end, and we move everything up as normal. And then we draw story card 1. So story card 1 says, Guardian. Luma ran toward the deer, only to watch as it vanished into a funnel of leaves and shadow. She plucked a leaf from the air, and it sparked another vision. The majestic creature valiantly warding off a pack of wolves, defending the young woman and her infant child from the shadow. On play. Search the chapter deck for Nightmare. I think I've put it somewhere else. It's probably in here. Yeah. Just by mistake. Then take the top 2 cards of the creature deck, shuffle these 3 cards together and place them face down on top of the creature deck. Okay. And that card is done. So I don't know where that card goes, actually. I'll just put it up there for now. So we have completed Investigate, and Luma prevails if you resolve the Investigate location, travel to scene 4, Willow Creek. So I will keep going because that was only 25 minutes. So let's play another one. So when we finish a chapter, sorry, a scene, we go to the next scene. We discard all creature cards from the river. We clean up the river. We remove markers from the scene because we're going to flip this page. And we turn to the indicated scene. Oh, these markers need to come up. So we flip. And we go for Willow Creek. Save the game or follow the scene setup. After scene setup, begin a new Luma phase. Okay, so scene setup, place light marker on the leftmost space and the shadow marker on the rightmost space of the Wildwoods track. There are more spaces this time. Search the chapter deck for Wildwoods and Fladderat and resolve each of their on-play effects in that order. So Wildwoods on play goes 6+, so explore moves down. And Fladderat, you cannot spend crystals. And it goes to the end of the river. Okay, so shadow effects. The eye, draw 1 creature card, and the fish. If there is no Fladderat in the river, search the creature discard pile for Fladderat and resolve its on-play effect. Yeah, so Fladderat is bad because we can't spend crystals. So these crystals that we've got on our cards are useless at the moment. So it probably would be a good idea to try and get rid of it. I'm just going to check if there's any FAQs on fladder rats. While a fladder rat is in play, you cannot use crystals on any action or just when interacting with fladder rat. Yes, this is correct. While fladder rat is in play, you cannot spend any crystals, not on any action, not even on Brom. They are challenging creatures indeed. Yeah, so we really need to get rid of the fladder rat, and it will take 2 rounds for another one to come back. Okay, so let's read Willow Creek. A sudden cacophony of shrieks and squeals filled the air round Luma and Brom. Critters of all sizes scattered frantically across the forest bed, pursued by tendrils of shadow and menacing creatures. Luma stiffened, unsure of what to do. Fluttering wings alerted her to a cloud of fladder rats darkening the sky above. They swooped down and sank their claws into a massive waldvark, dragging it into the enveloping shadow. Moments later, the same bear re-emerged from the darkness, its eyes now ablaze with malice. Okay, so we have 3 things that we need to do in order to complete this. Luma prevails if you resolve the rescue location, which is this one, but first we have to wade. And then to wade, we must use all our remaining dice. And then we have to hide, move 1 creature card to the end of the river, then draw story card 2. And then rescue, which is a 4. We have to get 4 successes. So we could do with these crystals being available on Explore. We draw story card 3. We also have a couple of things that we can do otherwise for help. We can advance the light marker 1 space, then draw 3 Explore cards, choose 1 to keep and discard the others. So that's useful. And we do have help here with no crystals on. We just need 2 successes for that. We can also distract, which is also a help action. Rearrange any cards in the river, excluding help. So that's the same as the last one. I think it would be a good idea to try and dispel. But I would also like, if I could, to stun with light 1 of these creatures. I don't think heal is going to be an option because we could try it with the fladder rats, but I don't think we need to do that this round. So I think we will dispel. So I need 2 successes. So I'm going to roll 3. So we need 2 successes of 3+. We got a 3, a 5, and a 3, so we got 3. So that was successful. So we advance the light, then draw 3 Explore cards, choose 1 to keep and discard the others. 1, 2, 3. Oh, we got a boon. Okay. So Bliss, choose 1 boon card from the Explore discard pile and keep it, then discard this card. Okay, so we'll put that over there. And these 2 are Bane. Oh, that's a boon as well. Let me check then. Stink, because it had this black hat on, I thought it must be a bane. Move one creature card to the end of a river, then discard this card. I think it's be more helpful to get one of the boon cards that we discarded. Oh, hold on. I think I've discarded them in the wrong... I put them in shadow, didn't I? And they should have gone over here. So we have hope. Reroll any number of dice or retrieve 2 dice. Yeah, I think that's a better one. So I will have bliss. And these 2 will be discarded. And I won't use it yet because I don't think I need to. So dice go back. Help has been used. And we move everything up. And I think I'm going to use light to try and light the Wildwoods. So I need to get 1 success of 3 or more. And I got a 7 and a 5. So that is successful. So when we light a creature, you will need to gain 1 success for each on the creature card. If you do, move that creature to the end of the river and place a stun token on it. Yeah. So the Wildwoods goes to the end and is stunned, so it won't activate in the shadow phase, which is good. Resolve the ability. So they move to the end first. And then we move light to the bottom as well. So the Fladderat also, when it activates, it doesn't move. So it's going to start gumming up. So we really need to get rid of it. But we will be able to next turn. Okay, so that is the end of the Luma phase. And now it's a shadow phase. So we activate creatures. So the Fladderat activates and we lose 2 spirit. And just stun tokens. When a creature has a stun token on it, you do not lose any spirit when the creature activates. However, you still resolve the creature's activation after activation effect, then return stun token to the stun token space. Each creature can have at most 1 stun token on it. Yeah. So they do activate, but they don't take any spirit from us. And the Fladderat is not going to move, but the Wildwoods goes to the end of the river. And then we move the shadow marker and we draw 1 creature card. So we have a kata. On play, it goes in the 4+ space. Wow. After activation, end of the river, then draw 1 explore card. If it's a boon, discard it. If it's a bane, resolve its on-play effect. Ooh, this is getting tougher, definitely. Okay, so we start again with the Luma phase. Now I have my heal, so I want to get rid of this Fladderet, I think. And I just need 1 success, so I'm going to roll 2. And I get 2 8s. So I heal the Fladderet. So they go out and we get a crystal. And I think I will put it on explore. So heal goes to the end of the river. And then I have 3 dice left. So I think now it's dangerous because we're going to lose 4 spirits. But so I'm going to I don't know if I haven't said this time, but there is a house rule that the designers have recommended. Usually, if you have no successes on any of your cards, in the base rules you have to get a success to use a crystal. But I'm using the house rule where if I don't get any successes, I can still use a crystal. So it just makes it a little bit easier. I'm not sure if I should explore, which will get me 2 crystals, or I should light the Wildwoods, which would stop me from drawing a shadow card. When we lose spirits, it goes back to the top, but we draw a shadow card. And that would be bad. Also, this card will... I've got to get 6 or more, this is the problem. On 3 dice. If I get no successes, I can use one of... I'm going to do it. I'm going to try and light the Wildwoods. So I got a 7. So we do light the Wildwoods, and they move to the end. And then light also goes to the end of the river. Okay, so that is the end of the Luma phase. So now we activate creatures. The Kata will activate and we move down. Then draw 1 explore card. If it's a boon, discard it. If it's a bane, resolve its on-play effect. It's a boon, so it gets discarded. It is path. Advance the light marker up to 2 spaces, then discard this card. But this might come in helpful with that. It goes to the end of the river as well, which is good. Okay. Wildwoods. Doesn't do anything. But also goes to the end of the river. And then we move the shadow marker, and this time, if there is no Fladorat in the river, search the creature discard pile for Fladorat and resolve its on-play effect. On-play, end of the river. So we now cannot use crystals again. So I think I need to explore. I need to get 2 successes at 3 or more. So I'm going to use 3 dice. And I got 2 4s. So that is enough for Wade. Oh, to attempt, you must use all your remaining dice. Oh, hold on. I'm going to retcon. Retcon? Okay. Is there anything else I can do? I could try and heal the Fladorat again. I have to get 5 or more. 5, 6, 7, 8. Or if I do, I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it. So I'm going to roll 2, and I need 5 or more for the Fladorat. I got a 5. Okay. Sorry, so that was heal. So the Fladorat is healed again, and we get a crystal. And I think I will put it on explore. I'm going to lose 4 spirit, but I don't think there's anything I can do about that. So that's those 2. So now I'm going to do my explore for Wade, because I need to get on with this. And I got a 7 and a 4, which is enough. And I've used all my dice. I gained 2 crystals. Definitely getting a lot of crystals. I will put 1 on light, 1 on help. And explore goes to the end. So I've used all my dice. So now we go to the shadow phase. So we activate creatures. So Kata activates, and we go there. And then Wildwoods activates, and we lose 3. 1, 2, 3. Sorry, Kata, end of the river, then draw 1 explore card. If it's a boon, discard it. If it's a bane, it's a boon, so it gets discarded. And then Wildwoods just goes to the end of the river. So now we draw a shadow card. Doubt. I should never have come this way. What if I fail? On play, move each creature card one space towards the start of the river, then lose 2 spirit or 2 crystals. So these 2 are going to move 1, 2, and those cards are going to end up there. Then lose 2 spirit or 2 crystals. Well, I'm going to lose 2 crystals. So I lose 1 off light and 1 off explore. And then we move the shadow marker down 1. And we draw 1 creature card. And it's another Voss. On play, end of river. End of the river, then lose 1 crystal when it's activated. Okay. So now it's the lunar phase. Oh, we should have marked this one. So now with hide, move 1 creature card to the end of the river, then draw story top card 2. I've really got to get on with these. I do have distract, which rearrange any cards in the river excluding help. So I think we're going to do this. So we're going to roll 2 dice. So we have to have 2 successes of 3 or more. We've got a 2 and a 3. So I can spend this crystal because there's no Fladderat to get the other success. So we resolve the ability. Rearrange any cards in the river excluding help. So I'm going to put explore. I'm going to do this. Explore here, heal here, and light there. And then help. Return used dice. Move the action card to the end of the river and clean up the river. Yeah. So all these move up. And help is at the end of the river. Okay, so now we can do another explore action. At the end of this, we're going to lose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's going to be tough, but I think I should try and do this. So I'm going to roll dice. We need 2 successes of 3 or above. Should I roll 2 die? Because I have 2 crystals, so with the house rule, I could use them both. Yeah, I'm going to use 2 and keep 1. So I've got a 4 and a 1. So I can spend a crystal to get the 2 successes. So we complete the action, move 1 creature card to the end of the river. So we will move I don't think it really matters. I think I'll move that one, the Kata, to the end of the river. Then draw story card 2. Oh, and we will mark that. Squeaks and shadows. Amidst the commotion, Luma dashed behind the trunk of a large tree. When she finally dared to peek out, Luma saw a tiny squirrel stranded near the water, squeaking for help. Hold on, eek, she cried, desperate to rescue her friend. Move any number of crystals from your action cards to other action cards. Okay, I'm going to move this explore one to light. So that's the end of that action. So we move everything up. And goes to the end. So I have one card left. One dice left, I beg your pardon. So I am going to try and heal. Hold on. Do you know what? I can probably light, okay. Yeah, so I'm going to use my bliss. Choose one boon card from the explore discard pile and keep it, then discard this card. So I'm going to get joy, and we're going to light one creature and then discard this card. So I'm going to light the Wildwoods. So when it's lit, it gets a stun token and then moves to the end of the river. And then I'm going to heal. I'm going to attempt to heal the Kata. So I need 3 or more on this one. And I got 3. So we will heal the Kata. So it goes away and we get 1 crystal. And I'm going to put that crystal on explore. So heal goes to the end of the river and we move everything up again. And that is the end of our turn. So I've mitigated spirit losing. So we activate creatures. So Voss activates and we lose 2 spirit. End of the river and lose 1 crystal. So I'll take 1 off light. Then Wildwoods activates but does nothing because he was stunned. He goes to the end of the river. And then the shadow marker moves up. So we're getting a Fladderat back. And it goes to the end of the river, which is annoying. Now we can't use crystals again. Okay. So we only have 2 more rounds. If the shadow marker reaches here, we lose 4 spirit, and then we draw story card 4. So it's the Luma phase. And we could use light first, but we don't have any crystals available. Help is useless to us at the moment. explore I don't have many options. I need to move this up. But I need to stop this Fladderax. But Heal is in a really bad position. I could do Light first. And if I roll 3 dice, what we need 1, 2, 3, 4 successes. And I can't use the crystals, that's the problem. Okay, I'm going to risk it. I'm going to try and heal the Fladderax on 6+. I need 1 success. No. And I don't think there's anything I can do. So Heal goes to the bottom. Oh, that's bad news. This is where dice luck comes into it. So I could use Light, but I can only get 3 successes maximum. 1, 2, 3. I think I'm going to oh, I don't know what to do. I can't explore because I need 4 successes. I only have 3 die and I can't use crystals. If I Light, I can only get 3 successes, so I'm going to lose Light for ages. Although, you know, I could potentially try and just get that last one by rolling lots of dice, but I'm running out of time. Okay, I'm going to do Light and just suffer the consequences. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. So I've got 2 successes, 1, 2. Ooh. Okay. End of the Luma phase. So we're activating all our creatures. And activate, lose 2 spirit. And then it goes to the end of the river. How do we activate these in turn? Yeah, it happens straight away. So it moves to the bottom and we lose 1 crystal. So I'll lose 1 off lights. Then the Wildwoods activates, and that's 3. 1, 2, 3. And goes to the end of the river. And then the Fladderat activates, and we lose 2. And they go to the end of the river. And then we move the shadow marker and we draw a creature card. Oh. Okay, it's a nightmare. If there are 7 cards in the river and you are forced to draw a creature card, discard that card and lose 1 equal to its spirit value instead. That is 4 spirit, so we lose 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this is the last shadow card. So I can now use Protect, which says during the Luma phase, if Brom is not in the shadow discard pile, you may spend... No, that's not it. Luma and Brom, sorry. Luma is brave and kind. She is guarded by Brom, a fierce old bear with a loyal heart. Instead of drawing the final shadow card, place Brom on the top of the shadow discard pile with the Protect side face up, then flip this card. So Brom goes there. We flip this, and now it has another effect. During the Luma phase, you may spend crystals from any action card to reroll 1 die. So we've stopped from drawing this shadow card, but we cannot do that again. That was a one-time thing. And we have 1 round left, because if this gets here, it's game over, basically. So we get a 5 back. And I need... Oh, this is really bad, because I need to get this 2 more spaces. But then I've got to get 4 successes, so I'm just not going to be able to do this. And I've got the Fladderat still, so that's stopping me from using crystals. Oh, already. No more help. So I can't do rescue, so I have to do light. But I have to do it with 2 dice because I need 3. I could try and heal the Fladderat. I'm going to try and do that. Heal. And I got 8, so I do heal the Fladderat. I get 1 crystal. So I'm going to put it on light because Explore is easier to do, even though I've got more to do. And then, so now I can use crystals. So I'm going to roll 1 dice. For light. And with the rule, I don't need to get a success with this. And I don't. But I can still use the 2 crystals to get onto the middle spot. And now I can do rescue because we are in the center with the light. But I have to get 3 successes with this at 4 or more. So it's all down to this roll. Oh, I got 3 successes. So I can spend this crystal to make it 4. So we do rescue and we draw story card 3. A furry friend. With the panic filling her eyes, Luma leapt into the water. She reached the helpless squirrel and scooped it into her arms just as a Fladderat swooped by. You're safe now, Eek, she whispered gently. The squirrel emitted a thankful squeak, but then sprang from her arms, frightened by the sound of distant howls. On play, gain the 10-sided die and add it to your available dice. Okay. So that is another story card. So we get this 10-sided dice here, and that goes in there. So just by the skin of my teeth, I have succeeded. If you resolve the rescue location, travel to scene 5, Antler Hill. And at this point, we can travel again, or we can save the game. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how the game is saved as well, because I want to see. So you can save the game after any scene, after performing the travel steps. Instead of following the scene setup for the next scene, follow the steps to save your game. Okay, so let's travel. Discard all creature cards from the river. Clean up the river. Remove markers from the scene. So I can't believe that I actually made that. With that new rule variant, without it, it would have been impossible. Yep, remove these markers. Turn to the indicated scene. Okay, so we move forward to Antler Hill. Wow, looks fun. So then we go to saving the game. We won't follow the scene setup or anything like that, or read the text. I'll read that next time. Decks. Place discard piles on top of their respective decks. So, shadow discard pile goes on top of shadow cards. Just looking at story cards because it doesn't really say. Story cards to the game box after resolving. Yes, okay, so they go back to the game box. Yeah, so explore discards go on top and creature discards go on top. Let's use the big page. Gather your Luma card. Brom card if it is still in the Brom space, it's not. And any cards in your boon area, none of them, and place them face up on top of the chapter deck. So the chapter deck is face down on the bottom like that. Take the shadow deck, chapter deck, explore deck, and creature deck and place them in the 4 wells on top of the save tray. Okay, so we have this really nice save tray. So these shadow cards go in here. Chapter cards go in here. Explore cards go in here. And creature cards go in here. Take the crystals from your action cards. I actually don't have any. And we would put them in the trays here, but otherwise we do this. Tokens. Take the spirit mark and place it in the matching position on the save tray. Ah, right. So you can see here it's 1, 2, 3, 4 down. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's pretty cool. Gather all of your dice and place them in the storage tray. If you have earned a 10-sided or 12-sided dice, store these with the 8-sided dice. In the well labeled 3+. Oh no. Keep them separate so you know which dice you have. So in the bottom of the box, you put the spare die in there and the ones that we're using in there. Gather all remaining tokens and markers and place them in the storage tray. So these all just go in here. Yeah, I think that's it. So this storage tray is done, which is very neat. I love games that really think about all this sort of thing as well. My box is just split apart now. Use the left and right dashboard panels to save your current page by folding the panels into the storybook at your current scene. Like that. So that's all saved on the right page as well. So, you can see that it's come apart. So here you see all the chapters, the ones I haven't played yet. Lots of cards in the last one. The dice that I'm using, the one I'm not yet. Tokens. A tray with all my cards in the right space. And then this goes in there. And there we go. So that's how it all goes away as well, which is awesome. Right, that will be it for today. I will definitely play the next scene. So maybe not tomorrow. I think I'm going to play something else tomorrow, but maybe not this. I will decide. And that is it. So if you've enjoyed this video and you'd like to become a member, you'll get members videos and extra benefits as well. Please click the join button below. It would really help me out and keep me able to keep making live streams and possibly videos in the future. Otherwise, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Okay, bye.